Hello and welcome to a diversity thrift video. Those of you that have been here this month or have seen some of my previous videos might be a little bit curious as to why you are seeing this video despite the fact that I have not done 500 listings or I have not put out videos to show I've done 500 listings, and that is because this thrift trip with diversity was scheduled with Addison and Melissa literally months ago. Like, we went thrifting in April and then pretty much a month later we scheduled this trip. And that was before, you know, I had reached my peak, my max ability to deal with my death pile. So, because this was already scheduled, I am still going to count this. So when I hit 500 listings in the videos, this is technically my reward for that. So I will not be going thrifting again. But because you are seeing this video a little bit earlier than I had anticipated, because, you know, filming and listing as much as I have been has taken a lot longer to put the videos out than I had thought would be. So because of that, I'm actually breaking this up into 2 videos. So what I'm gonna do is actually show you some of the footage of thrifting at Diversity during the Power Hour with Addison and Melissa, and then you're gonna come back here and I'm going to show you the haul of stuff that I will be putting up for sale on Whatnot. And then in another week you're gonna see another one of these diversity thrift videos, and I'm gonna show you even more footage and then also another haul. One of the things that I always recommend doing when you're in one of these places that have double stacked, where there's like one row of clothing on top and then one row of clothing on the bottom, make sure you hit that bottom rack. I saw so many people have bags and carts full of stuff and did not come down here to the floor. I was so sad because there are 2 of these vintage 1970s polos with spear point collars, and both of them were, you know, a little bit too worn and stained for me to take with them. But I always make sure that I pop down on the floor. I'm like literally just sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor going through all of these shirts, because I have found the most shirts hidden down on the bottom. So this is a Theory shirt. I know Theory is like considered mid-tier designer, really high retail price, not necessarily the best resale price, but I have done well with it. Of course, I've only found it a few times, so take that with what you will. But I've always found a lot of really great stuff here at Diversity, literally on the bottom, on the floor, because again, nobody wants to get, I guess, down and dirty and get it. It's the same thing when I'm at the bins. If I dig down to the very bottom of the bin, that's where I find all the good stuff. Here I am getting up, and y'all are gonna go on a trip with me, trying to adjust you guys because I cannot find my magnet at all that normally hangs this, so I have this very precariously perched in my shirt. But here I am getting to the top row as well. These Nike pieces were interesting. I would have actually picked them up, but they had some quite yellowing underneath the arms, so those I passed on. I've gotten much better about actually checking everything here at the Diversity. I mean, when you have the option of buying some really amazing pieces for only $1, I have had a tendency to get some blinders on and then come back home and, you know, have to purge a few things and redonate them because I didn't check them over very well. Also with the time limit of trying to get as much stuff as possible from the time I get there and like check out before 5 o'clock hits, because again, Power Hour only lasts from 4 to 5, and poor Addison was like just under the gun, like right at 5 o'clock checking out because she got so much stuff. Of course, she got there at like 1 o'clock. And I didn't get there till almost 3. I was a little bit later because I had to make a couple of other stops. Hello, you guys get great upshots of my nose. I'm sure you're so excited about seeing that new side of me. But because of the fact that I had a limited time here, I just checked in with Addison and Melissa at the beginning and then immediately beelined for the men's, because that is honestly where I found the best stuff. Also, this room used to only be men's, but they have such a small supply of men's clothing, and that's something I've noticed in my area too. Like, the men's departments are very, very sparse. And it's so here, even though they're a high volume thrift and, you know, they do these power hours twice a week, they still are in short supply of men's stuff, so they can't even fill the room. So like half of this room is men's now, and then half of it is women's, which is fine. I mean, I find stuff on both sides. I found stuff on both sides. But this is the t-shirt, so the t-shirt bros are in there doing their best. There's one down there on the floor actually looking through stuff, which I thought was pretty great. This is a basic buckle black t-shirt. Because it was basic, it was just like a basic plain t-shirt, I just went ahead and passed on it. If it was one of the ones that had some kind of pattern or some embroidery on it, I would have picked it up, but just a basic piece like that, I'm just gonna leave behind. Of course, if it was like a large one in the boy's size and not a v-neck, I would have picked it up. He is not a fan of v-necks. That's something. See, you can see him down on the floor checking out all the t-shirts. So, some people were getting down and dirty with me and checking to make sure. This is a Pride shirt. This is a new Tags Target. I don't know who Chantasy is. If I had known who this particular drag queen is, I would have picked it up. I am not up to date on my drag queens. I'm so sorry. If they don't come across my feed on TikTok, I have no idea who they are. So if she is your fave, I'm so sorry. I don't know her. I haven't been able to watch any of the most recent seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race, so I am not in the know as maybe I should be as someone who is a fan of the show. But I'm continuing to go through here and see if there's anything good. I'm looking for not just vintage t-shirts. I'm also looking for anything that I think is interesting for myself or super nerdy that I think might sell, because I do well with nerdy t-shirts. Again, you're getting the best shot of my face right now. Look at the most amazing view of my chin that you guys have ever seen. Chins at this point. But like I said, I did not have I did not have my normal mount. But there were some people getting down at the bottom, but I did notice that most of them were not. I found some great pieces here in the pants. I found Action Slacks, which are a pair of vintage Levi's that has like a really, really old school following. I've also found Catalani or Cavalli. I found Cavalli. I've also found Ash and Airy here before. A couple menswear brands that I'm trying to find. I'm mostly doing feel first, and then if I feel linen or feel a high quality wool, I will look at the tag. But most of those were not it. I did find one pair of bonobos that are coming up that I'm trying. It's a brand I'm trying. But they were unfortunately a little bit too faded and too worn. But this is the menswear section. Again, it's just this left half of the store that has men's in it now. But that was a new with tags pair of Goodfellow pants, which of course is sold at Target. I've actually had good luck selling new with tags like Target and Walmart stuff, but I just decided to pass on it because y'all know how much I love selling pants. I'm just so good at actually listing them. You guys are also now getting a great shot of the ceiling, so enjoy the drop ceiling shot. This is the Bonobos pair that I'm looking really hard at to see if it would be good, but that is everything. I'm going to show you the checkout at the end and then go back to Other Bob to show you the haul.
With me because this is Urban Outfitters. See?
How many hairy pieces are you at right now?
That I've counted?
Mm-hmm.
75.
When did you get here?
115.
Oh. Wow, you did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
That looks really cool though.
It's also...
Is it men's or women's?
I think it's women's because it's on the left, but it's pretty much my height.
It does get cold in Richmond.
It does. I'm just like... Gosh, I'm short. I found... Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. What is that?
It's like 150% sell-through rate.
Nice.
It's really good.
It's another Log and Look brand.
Yeah, it's kind of Log and Looky, I think, and it's got like very gauzy.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
How many did you get?
31.
Okay. Addison's winning this time.
They all fit in one bag.
Hopefully you enjoyed that little shopping bit. Addison did end up getting well over 100 pieces, but she also primarily is focusing on buy-sell trades right now. So all of that stuff you guys saw in all those piles most of that will hit the buy sell trades and she will immediately get rid of it and make a profit. So that's her business model kind of right now. She does also, you know, list on Poshmark and eBay, but that's primarily been her focus. So it was a lot. That is more than I've ever gotten there. But everything I'm about to show you is going to be available for sale on Whatnot first. Again, this is $1 Power Hour, and not every store has that, and so this is me like offering it to you guys first if you don't have cheap sourcing opportunities where you are. Everything I'm showing you is stuff that I am going to list in my eBay store if it doesn't sell on Whatnot, because this is all stuff that I would sell on eBay. So it's going to be Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully Editing Bob has put the actual like thing here so you guys can see, and then of course there will be a link down below. But let me go ahead and show you what will be offered. Again, everything's going to start at $2. So basically just covering my original cost plus the Whatnot fee, and then like a little bit more for like paying for my gas, because again, I'm driving all the way up to Richmond. But here we go. The first thing is Dolan. Dolan is an Anthropologie brand. This is a size small, I think. It's a viscose cotton blend. I just really liked it. It's like a tunic length, little black, gray, like dark gray top. Again, I'm paying only $1 for that, so that's awesome. So this is Joie. It's not a brand I find very often. I've had some success with it, but it's very bread and buttery. I picked this up because I thought we're going into sweater weather. And this is a cashmere blend. It's like a wool cashmere blend and then rayon and polyester as well. But it's pretty soft. It's definitely like got an oversized fit to it because this is a size small, but it would fit me, and y'all know my shoulders. So I picked that up. This is Magashoni. It's a women's size large. This is kind of like a bodycon, and this is cashmere. It's a cashmere dress. Yes, this is available for sale on Whatnot for $2. If you are someone who loves selling cashmere, loves selling dresses, and loves selling Magashoni, this will be for you. I did look it over really hard to make sure that there were no little holes. It's got like very witchy core vibes there. It has like a draped front as well. I just thought that this was great. This is something I believe that this is something that I didn't find. It was something that either Melissa or Addison found and gave to me. Melissa doesn't like selling wool of any kind, even cashmere. She just does not like touching it. So I get all of that, which is great. This is Magashoni Man. This is a men's size large. Another cashmere sweater. Again, magically without any holes. It is very fluffy. Not like necessarily pilly, just very fluffy. Also very soft. But again, 100% cashmere there. Cashmere is just a great material. This is made by Anthropologie. It is an extra small. Another gray basic, but it is rib knit. And it is cowl neck as well. So we're going into that time of the year where this is perfect. And as I mentioned before, I buy all sizes because all sizes sell for me. I do wash everything before I put it up for sale that can be washed, because I am allergic to the sanitizing spray that most of the thrift stores around here use. So it's just something that I do also. I'm super sensitive to smells, perfumes, and dyes, and so it just mitigates that for me as I'm handling it to list it as well. So just so you know, it's an added bonus. Everything's going to be clean and fresh when you get it. Sanctuary, a size extra large. Again, we're going into the fall. We're going to the witchy time. I just thought this was cute with this little ruffle detail. If I were to list this, I would put, you know, witchy. I would put dark academia, those kind of keywords, because that helps sell it. This is the Gap. Same thing here. This is a size small. It's got the dark academia, like nice little ruffle collar up there. So anytime I've ever put dark academia in any of the titles, it sells pretty well for me. So I keep doing that. I have great luck selling Lucky Brand, but I only pick it up when it's really cheap, unless it's one of those like a few Lucky Brand pieces that actually sells for like, you know, over $40. These normally sell for me between 10 and 20, but this is a Lucky Brand size large, just a basic little like boho top. They move for me pretty quickly, but I also price them very reasonably. I could not leave this behind. It's Eloquii. Eloquii is a plus size women's wear brand, but I think you guys can tell why I decided to pick this up. It is just stars and cats. It's a star and cat blouse. It is just a fun print. It is a women's size 22. It is 100% polyester. I saw the faces. I'm not going to leave those faces behind, so I picked that up. This is Outdoor Voices. Our Outdoor Voices, I've only found it and sold it once, and it's not, I didn't even find it. It came to me in a ThredUp t-shirt box, and it sold like as soon as I listed it. I know Outdoor Voices isn't as popular as it used to be. But this feels really nice. It's just a basic. It's a women's size small, and we've talked about how purple people love purple. It feels very nice. But they focus on, you know, basics for outdoor wear, so I picked that up. Found a Duluth piece. This is 3XL, so a men's 3XL shirt. Duluth 3XL. Anything like Duluth XL or larger for me just moves really fast. I need to stain treat that one again. If I can get the stain out of this, you will see it in the Whatnot listing. If I cannot get the stain out of this, it will not be in the Whatnot listing. I just noticed that I did miss one of the coffee stains here on the front, so I will have to rewash this and retreat that. No problem. I have so much laundry I have to do anyway, so that'll be fine. LL Bean. This is vintage LL Bean. I will have to do measurements to see if this is 80s or 90s LL Bean. It's a men's size 15.5, which I think is a medium. But, you know, it's green, it's vintage LL Bean. I'm definitely going to pick that up. And LL Bean is, again, another brand that I like to pick up at the bins or at Diversity because, you know, I can price it affordably. Another LL Bean piece. This is a women's medium, but this is their activewear line. I just really thought the print was fun. Another good basic. This is a Orvis piece, men's size large, 100% cotton. I figured if it doesn't sell, the boy would probably take this happily. This is very much his style. Theory. This is a men's size medium, just a basic polo. It is very wrinkly because it's at the bottom of the bag, and I washed it and haven't steamed it yet, but men's Theory. I have good luck with Theory. I know I mentioned in the video that it's like a mid-tier designer. It doesn't have it has a high retail price, but doesn't have a very high resell price. But I still pick it up, especially for $1. So I'm sure you guys could see why I picked this up. This is Ann Taylor. It is petites. It's a size large petite. It's green, so of course I picked it up. Also, it is a linen blend. It's 55% linen, 45% viscose. I thought that was absolutely cute, so I picked that up for sure. Another Lucky piece. This is extra small. Again, purple people love purple, and I just thought this was cute. It's a nice little glossy, like flowy back. It's not a full button front. It's kind of like a popover. Purple floral with a roll tab sleeve. This is linen, Talbot's, another large petite, probably from that same closet as the Ann Taylor piece. That seems pretty likely. 100% linen. Again, I have a great job. I have a great job. I sell linen pretty frequently. I do a great job selling linen. There we go. Those are the words that I'm trying to say. Soft surroundings in a size extra large. Just a basic little long sleeve, kind of teal blue top. It has this interesting like silver accent on the sleeve and around the collar. This is pretty soft. There is that. Soft surroundings XL. I'm definitely going to pick that up. Madewell, size small. Just a basic stripy long sleeve. Again, we're going into that season. Again, Madewell's pretty much just like J. Crew, where As long as you price it reasonably, it moves, at least for me. This is a great piece. Oh my goodness, this is from the 70s. This is Miss Holly. It's a size 40, which I think is a women's size, a modern size medium. Medium maybe, yeah. Medium large. It's a large, but it's got the great spear point collar, beautiful flower power pattern. I thought this is gorgeous. This would definitely sell for me. I love selling vintage. That is right up my alley. And then the last thing I'm going to show you for this round of What Not Show is a piece that I didn't find. One of the ladies found it for me. It's Hickey Freeman, which is not a brand I normally pick up, but it is a suit jacket. And the reason why I decided to pick it up is because it is a 2-button suit jacket. And I am trying to find the size for you. I don't know the size. 44R. Okay, so this is a size 44R, which is a great size. It is Laura Piana fabric. It is a Laura Piana fabric blazer. Now, if you look in here, you will see that it does have someone's name embroidered in it. If I were to sell this myself, I would rip that out. I would take the embroidery out there. That's pretty easy to do with a seam ripper if you are patient. This is a Super 130 Laura Piana, exclusively for Hickey Freeman. It is a 2-button blazer. For $1, yes, I'm going to buy that. So that is everything. Again, everything I showed you, except for maybe that Duluth trading piece that I need to get that stain out of, will be up for sale on Whatnot starting at $2. Again, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, this was wonderful. Addison, Melissa, thank you so much for being my thrift buddies and being my friends and for reaching out to me because I make YouTube videos. It's really awesome to have thrift friends and it's really awesome to thrift with friends. So hopefully you have some yourself or will make some soon because it definitely makes the whole experience way more enjoyable. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye! Bye.
Hero, hero, I wanna be a hero.